it's Ali. I'm here with the wonderful Fate. She's a very beautiful and talented R&B artist from Liverpool. How are you doing today, Fate?
Girl, I'm absolutely amazing. It's so nice to meet you. I'm feeling good, feeling blessed to be here. Energy times 3.
So you're from Liverpool, which obviously has a crazy musical history.
Yeah.
How do you think that history and you growing up there, how did that influence your creativeness?
I feel like in terms of like my creativity and Liverpool background, I feel like when I was younger, I didn't really have many artists that I look up to other than the Beatles, but I think as you grow older, like the Beatles kind of wears off because obviously you start listening to, I don't know, for the likes of me, I start listening to Georgia Smith, SZA, artists like that. Billie Eilish is another great one. These are inspirations, but obviously growing up in Liverpool, the music scene is something that I feel like is now slowly progressing, so I feel like the inspiration for people now would definitely be of influence.
Yeah, so how did your musical journey start out?
I've always loved music, like ever since I was young. I've always sang and that, and I come from a big family, a family of 12.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so honestly they got busy.
Loud household then.
They got so yeah, I've always loved to sing. I say it's God's given because when I was younger, I was always in musicals and plays, and I used to like stand on like.
What did you do?
I used to stand on the windowsill, you know, behind like with the curtains, and I'd open curtains, and then I'd pretend I'm on the stage, but it was always there from like young. To be fair with you, like I was always kind of ready for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I bet the home videos are elite.
Oh God, yeah, brilliant. No one's gonna see them, but they're brilliant, guys. So yeah.
Maybe sneak peek.
Maybe.
I'd want to see that. How did you begin making music? How did this career start?
It kind of started through pain, to be fair. Like, you know, just when I write music, it's from any experience, but I think my first proper journey was through pain. Like from very young, I started actually writing when I was about 17. And then I learned about writing, and then I took it a little bit more seriously as the years went by. But I think it started pretty young, and I'd always like wanted to learn how to like make songs and make music. Like I took music in school. My music teacher didn't really believe in me, I can't lie, but you know, that pushed me more to kind of believe in myself and like keep making music, keep writing tracks, keep connecting with others, and that's how I found my sound basically.
Yeah. So how do you think you're quite open about your struggles on your social media how it's influenced your music? What do you think people take away from this vulnerability?
A lot. I feel like social media is a funny one, and that's me as someone who's always on social media too, because of the job given in yourself as well. Yeah. And I think a lot of artists, I think a lot of producers, a lot of any creative source can relate that social media can be very deceiving, and I think being vulnerable on social media through my music, through something that I've got a gift to do, will be able to connect with people on a deeper level than just the surface. You go on social media, you'll click on someone's story, and I think me naturally as people we'll compare, or we'll like think, oh look at them, they're doing better.
Of course, everyone goes.
You know what I mean? Like you go through that 100%. That stage, and I think for me it's kind of like knowing that we can use social media for the best of us or the worst of us. Social media for me, it's kind of like, okay, I want to use my platform, but I've got my voice there as well, where I can use my vulnerability, my struggles that can connect with people through social media, through Spotify, through YouTube, do you know what I mean, through the music industry as well. So I think it's a way for people to just see that we're all human, we all have struggles, you know.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about how you're an independent artist. How do you manage as an independent artist with managing social media, your image, branding, production, everything, all by yourself?
Just consistency. Like I don't really have a plan in terms of like when it comes down to like the content. I think my creativity just sparks within the moment. So if I get a plan of like, oh, I need to be active on the socials and promote this and this, more time it's kind of just a creative spark. With it being independent, it can be a lot harder. I do feel like there's a lot more struggle because I don't have a team around me to deal with, to help either add ideas or give their feedback or just kind of like relate information to it. I'll hop on this trend because I'm not always on my phone. I like to...
Or like collabs or
Yeah,
things like that. Yeah,
I like to like step away a little bit because
of course.
you can get consumed in your phone and like always being on there, especially when I work a 9 till 5 job. I've just recently had to cut my hours down, but because I do it all on my own, like I come back from work and it's straight away on my break. I'm posting on, like, it's kind of like consuming. So I think it's positive, it's great, it's brilliant. Being an independent artist has got so many benefits. However, I just feel like sometimes it's got its struggles, and I think even that, not just the content wise, but financially, I just work an average job. I'm not rich or nothing. I know you lot might think I am, but I'm not. Like, I'm not. One day, but yeah, I think it's just like financially as well, like supporting for the career, which is very expensive to be an independent artist if you're doing it.
I think a lot of creatives can relate to that. It's like nowadays it's just like you have to go through that little bit of time where you're working really, really hard and trying to earn money at the same time.
Honest to God. And it's like
it's hard to keep going. It is hard.
Yeah, it's that balance. I think I have had times where I've struggled with the balance of it all as well. Like I catch myself like, and I'm like, I feel a little bit out of breath. I feel a little bit like it stresses me out. Like I feel like myself get a little bit down about it because I'm like, how can I micromanage all of this on my own? But then when I keep reminding myself of the plan, it reminds me, you know, you've got this. Exactly, the long-term goal. Like, I know I've got this. I know everything's going to be working out in my favour. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, you talk about creating everything yourself and everything. What's your creative process like with your music?
Oh, brilliant question. Well, it's funny because it does shift over time. Like, sometimes it could be I'll have loads of lyrics written on my phone, on my notes.
Yeah.
And if I hear a beat or I hear a song or whatnot, I'll come back to those lyrics and see if it works with the concept of the song.
Okay, yeah.
But then sometimes I freestyle, so I'll hear a beat or I'll hear like some music, or my producer will send me a track and I'll hear it and I kind of just freestyle over a little bit, and I don't really be saying too much. I just kind of like say jibber jabber whatever, like I don't really, you know what I mean, until something makes sense, and then I start putting words to it. And then once the words come, the flow comes, and once the flow comes, then the story comes. And then, but then sometimes it can work in reverse. It can be like the story comes first, I go through something really, really amazing, really, really deep, really, really traumatic, whatever the occasion might be, and then it hits, the inspiration comes from there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then it can even come from just seeing a new artist, hearing their new stuff and being like, wow, I like that take on this. I get inspired quite easily, so yeah.
So, with your latest release, No Caller ID,
What'd you call it for?
How did that song come to be? How did that start out with the creative process?
Yeah, well, that song was a song that I've actually done differently in terms of my creative process, which is crazy because it was my first experience, like in terms of like how I work with a song. So I wrote that song when, hopefully we can't all relate, but I know unfortunately some of us can. You know when you get a call off a No Caller ID?
And you know exactly who it is.
And you know who it is. And you just sat there like,
yes,
boy, bye. Like, why are you, like, I know it's you, why are you calling me? So, obviously I got this call, and I was just like, do you know what? As I was on the call, I muted the phone call, and I was just sat there like, obviously I'm smiling now, but I was sat there, I wasn't smiling, I was like really sad, I was really upset to be fair. And I muted it, and he was just talking, and I was like, it's been how many months? And basically the lyrics are literally just so true to what I was thinking in my head, and I just thought, let me just write while he's talking, and it's the same stuff. I was just absolutely through with that relationship and that previous, like, it really hurt me, like how the breakup ended and stuff, so I kind of like expressed my pain through music, and I thought that's my best form of expression and therapy. So as he was talking, I've put him on mute, and I'm writing on my notes lyrics, and honestly the first start of the line was, late at night I get a call, because it was late at night and I got this call, and then I was like, No Caller ID, what are you calling for? Like, that was literally, and that just set the song off, and then the rest of it I kind of finished, and went on GarageBand. I just go on GarageBand on my phone when I've got like ideas, and I'll record myself on GarageBand, get my Apple microphone from my headphones and stuff. I recorded in my bedroom, and I was just got a little bit of a draft of an idea, and then I just took it to studio after that.
So it's like instant, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like if you do me wrong and if you do me right, you're getting a song written about you. So I dig
Watch out.
I dig it. Honestly.
So what's your favourite line from the song? Do you have a favourite lyric at all?
Yeah, I do. You know, it's I don't even cry no more, life is pretty cold. Because if I said that to you now, you could kind of take that as a listener in two different ways. I don't even cry no more, life is pretty cold. Cold as in like, oh, cold as in like, oh, like, I don't cry no more, like, life's pretty cold. Like, or, I don't even cry no more, like life's pretty cold. Like, you could take it in a sad way, or like I'm
relatable to everyone.
Yeah, like, it's, you know what I mean? It's both sides, so it's how you're looking at it, and it's actually how I felt at the time. I didn't even cry over it anymore. I was kind of just
got
done.
To that point, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Done out here.
So when you're working on a song like No Cool ID, do you think it's about expressing your personal emotions and like being honest and true to your own emotions, or do you think it's more about connecting with an audience and making sure you relate to others?
With this personal song, with this song personally, I'd say it's definitely about, for me, at the time when I wrote this song, it was for me to kind of just express my individual unique journey with it. However, saying that, I do think the song itself does relate as well. I mean, I hope it doesn't, but I feel like it is a relatable song to, you know what I mean? Like, you were like, I think it definitely is, mate. Sorry guys, but yeah, I'm sorry if you've experienced that, I really do. Apologise, but yeah, I think it's one of those songs where it is universal. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people can relate.
Yeah. So how would you say your single compares to other singles released in the past?
I think it's definitely got a different sound towards it. It's definitely a lot more out there. It's like an R&B alt, so it's given like a bit alternative vibes a little bit as well for like the chorus. It's definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone in terms of like what sounds I'm used to. A lot of my other songs, it's in its comfort zone.
I was going to say, it seems like you're taking a little bit of a different musical direction.
Yeah, I took
to the last few songs.
Yeah, I took a bit of a risk with this one because I thought I am an edgy person, like even the way I dress, I'm not like, you know what I mean? I've got that personality. Like, I just thought, let's take a bit of a risk, and I don't really believe in staying in your comfort zone. I feel like in order to grow in any avenue, you take that risk. Whether you learn from it and it doesn't work, at least you can say you've made the mistake, but you've took the risk and you've learned from it. So yeah, I feel like it is a different, you'll hear a lot of that from me, like obviously coming up, but my music and this song, it's going to be a lot more different from what you're usually used to, guys. So
how do you think it like represents the evolution of your sound, like how it's changed?
I feel like it shows the progression of probably me as a person, me as an artist, and then my life experience. It kind of reflects on the journey that I'm on with myself as well. And like the maturity of, like, I'm 24 now, 25 in February, so I feel like it kind of just reflects the stages of your life, my life personally, and like my experiences as well.
Have you had any feedback from your listeners? Anything that stands out in particular? A
lot of people are just saying they're just playing it on repeat, to be fair with you, which big up yourselves, guys, big yourselves up.
That's
yeah, that's a great thing. A lot of people are just, so far, just really, really digging the track and just want to hear more music from me, because I did take a little bit of a break, so I think getting back on it, the momentum's built now. I think just more music and a lot more from Faith this year, so yeah.
Wait and see, guys.
Let's go.
What inspired the concept of the music video? Because that's an insane music video.
I know. Do you know what? I can't take all credit for that, because I've worked with some brilliant people on this project. Absolutely amazing people. A lot of people come all the way down from like far locations to make this happen. Like, it wasn't just me. There was a massive team of people behind me on that shoot, and I will forever be grateful and thankful for every single one of them. They know who they are. And my original concept was just, I wanted the red phone box. I just liked the idea, the aesthetic of a red phone box
it's memorable.
Yeah.
It really is.
It gives off, obviously it is a bit literal, as in like no caller ID, but technically it's not, because I don't really think you can get a no caller ID call for it, you know what I mean? Like when you put it like that, like, but I just felt like even the colour red, like it just gives passion, anger, like pain. So I thought, like, let's go for like a red theme. And then, in all honesty, the director, big up Tiago, took the lead for the rest of it. There was a lot of people that also jumped on to help make it happen too. Obviously I did have a concept and an idea in mind, but the boys, they know who they are, absolutely smashed and helped bring this video to life. Even from like the gaffers, from everyone else on the light who did the lights, everything like that was on board. Makeup artist as well. They just absolutely helped bring all this to life, so I'm forever grateful, and I couldn't have done it without them, to be fair. Yeah.
So how would you describe the music video in 3 words to someone who hasn't seen it?
Ooh, okay. Exciting, unique, and powerful.
Well,
yeah.
If that doesn't make you want to watch, I don't know what will.
Exactly, guys. If you don't watch it, then, you know, I feel sorry for you.
So what do you think the viewers will take away from this music video?
I definitely think a feeling of like they'll understand me more as an artist, maybe. Also see my drive and see how much music means to me, because obviously if you look at that video, obviously to do a video of that level anyway, it's obviously took more than one person, as we've just said, so it shows a lot of people's involvement and how serious I am to invest in myself as an independent artist, going back to what I said before, like doing it on your own, and also hopefully inspiring people that anything is possible, and like you can also do the same thing as me. You're no different, and if you want something enough and you believe in it enough, you can take it to that next level and build.
Well, it was lovely talking to you today.
Oh, you too, Ali.
Lovely to catch up.
Big up Ali, thank you so much.
Big up Faye, and go listen to No Caller ID, out now, and go watch the music video because it's insane.
And if you don't know, you better get to know. Make sure you drop Ali some love as well, because obviously, you know what I mean, like, that one's there, like, couldn't have done this without her. And yeah, go and stream No Caller ID on all streaming platforms, and I love you all. Mwah. Bye for now.